It's Loki Live, gonna be back here with another video today, man. Today we got another fight night card and another main event off of a fight night card that will be coming up very, very soon. It's in the bantamweight division. It is PETR Yan versus DEIVESON Figueiredo. This fight is way more intriguing than a lot of the other matchups in the entire bantamweight division for a lot of reasons, man. Very, very, very high level matchup. You know, we got DEIVESON Figueiredo coming up from 125, where he was beast. You know, he beat guys like Pantoja, had lots of wars with guys like Brandon Moreno. You know, he was down there, he was competing very heavily, you know what I'm saying? He's very, very good. Then we got guys like PETR Yan, who held the bantamweight belt. He was out there, he's beating guys like beating guys like Corey Sandhagen and Uriah Faber and shit like that. You know, just giving a casual introduction to both of these fighters. Anyways, man, these guys are very good in opposite regards, which is crazy because, you know, PETR Yan, very, very, very solid, sharp striking. You know, not the most ridiculous knockout power in the world. And, you know, his grappling defense has not looked so good in his last couple of fights. Song Yadong, Merab Dvalishvili, etc. You know, those guys were able to, you know, pretty much take him down almost at will. Almost at will. I mean, he has his own things for himself that he does very well. His striking is very clean. He's very good defensively on the feet. You know, he doesn't really get cracked or hit very hard often. He is not very high volume. He's very much more defensively responsible, which is the opposite of DEIVESON Figueiredo. He's more offense, and you know, his defense is okay, but it's not nowhere near as good as PETR Yan. So, you know, we got a guy who's more offensive minded, DEIVESON Figueiredo, versus a guy who's more defensive minded, PETR Yan. We got a guy who's better at grappling, DEIVESON Figueiredo, versus a guy who's a little bit better of a striker, PETR Yan, but at the same time, DEIVESON Figueiredo has that ridiculous knockout power. We've seen it against Marlon Vera, where he dropped Marlon Vera. We've seen him go out there, and he does have submissions on the ground too. We've seen him go out there and submit Cody Garbrandt. He was doing very good in a lot of his fights. You know, he has power, and it translates up very good at it translates up very, very good at 135, bro. It translates very good. You see, the thing about this fight will be, where will the fight take place? And will DEIVESON Figueiredo go out there and try to strike, or will he go out there and take full advantage of the skill set that he's obviously better in? Which I would personally, I would go out there and try to submit PETR Yan if I was DEIVESON Figueiredo. But he can definitely go out there and try to knock him out, which is going to be a lot harder than trying to knock out any of the other opponents he has ever faced, because PETR Yan might actually be the most defensively responsible opponent he has ever faced. I think so. Maybe, possibly. You know, a lot of guys go out there and they fight PETR Yan and they think they're going to knock him out, and it's just not going to be that easy because his defense is so good, bro. His defense is very, very, very good. You know, he's not really too many holes in that. His boxing, of course, he has some of the best boxing in the UFC. Good combinations. Doesn't waste any movement. Doesn't really, you know, waste anything. His strategy is impeccable. His fight IQ is extremely high level. His right hand, when he throws it, is like a piston. So offensively, he's not bad. He's very good at, you know, setting shit up. He has a deep bag too. He has a deep bag. Spinning kicks, knees, fucking jumping switch kick. He's got a bag when it comes to striking. His bag in striking is very, very, very high level. And he does have power. He can knock you out. Both of these guys have KO power. They can knock you out. But it's more likely that if anybody gets knocked out, it would be PETR Yan, because DEIVESON Figueiredo hits like a fucking Mack truck at that fucking division. But anyways, man, look, bro. What I'm going to say here, bro, is fight IQ for fight IQ. I believe that PETR Yan would beat this guy. But if we're talking in regards as to, like, you know, physical for physical, DEIVESON Figueiredo all the way, bro. Physically, DEIVESON Figueiredo in his prime, well, not in his prime. I wouldn't say he's in his prime. But in the state that he's in right now, is looking a little bit better than PETR Yan is right now, you know. Before that last fight, PETR Yan was on a losing streak, or however many losses he took before that. DEIVESON Figueiredo, you know, he's looking to find success at 135, and he's been on a winning streak. Very, very good. Very explosive dude. But anyways, man, I mean, physically, DEIVESON Figueiredo has a 1 inch longer reach than him. You know, the power advantage, of course. I would say the grappling advantage. Yeah. Cardio, they have both similar cardio. I would say that striking goes to PETR Yan. I would say that, as far as the fight IQ, obviously, I would say that PETR Yan has that as well. Cardio, if I already said cardio, I think, but they're both on that. But, man, defense. This fight will go one of two ways. depending on how defensively responsible Petr Yan is on and off the feet, will determine the outcome of this fight. Because if Petr Yan can manage not to get clipped or submitted, I believe that he will win a decision. He'll win a decision. His boxing is very, very clean. Very clean. If he manages to defend a takedown and not end up on his back getting fucked for a fucking round, then he might most likely win this fight. Without getting knocked out or clipped, he'll win that fight. But very, very, very unlikely that he doesn't get taken down and controlled for a good amount of time against DEIVESON FIGUIREDO. He's going to go down there, he's going to try to work. He's going to set up a lot of his takedowns due to that threat of that power, and the power and the takedowns will set each other up really for real. And I believe that DEIVESON FIGUIREDO will end up winning this fight. I think that would be the most likely story of this fight. I think that DEIVESON FIGUIREDO puts this fight on the ground, and I feel like Petr Yan will not be able to keep getting up. I mean, well, he will be able to get up, but it'll just, he'll win this fight due to control time. Either that or he'll knock him out or, submit him. But on the feet, bro, Petr Yan is a technician. If this fight goes decision, I can see Petr Yan managing to win, but only if he can defend the takedown, man. And that's a what if. We really don't know. We don't know what's going to happen with that. It's really it's a very high what if. But anyways, man, what I'm here to say is that, man, I believe that DEIVESON FIGUIREDO will most likely win this fight due to, just the physical gifts that he has, that power, his ability to wrestle very well, his jiu-jitsu, he's beating guys like Pantoja, he's beating guys, he's very high level. Petr Yan is very high level. This is a very high level matchup. But if I was favoring anybody and I would have bet a parlay, man, I'm gonna say, even though it seems as though Petr Yan has a better skill set than DEIVESON FIGUIREDO, we gotta remember where they're at in their career right now. Right now, DEIVESON FIGUIREDO is looking better. So that is who I'm going with. And then with that being said, man, like, comment, subscribe, and shit. Matter of fact, fuck that. I don't even think that Petr Yan should want to win this fight, because that just brings him closer to fighting Marab again. I wouldn't want to do that if I was. But anyways, man, with that being said, like, comment, subscribe, and we out, dog.